Type 1. Instinctive fear. Some fears require no experience. They exist before memory, before language, before identity. Instinctive fear is present the moment a human enters the world. It is not learned. It is inherited like bone structure or heartbeat rhythm. Evolution gave humans two automatic fears at birth: fear of falling and fear of loud sound. These are the same fears that kept early primates from slipping out of trees, the same fears that forced our ancestors to flee when thunder roared like a predator in the sky. Even now, you can test it. Stand near a cliff edge with a secure metal rail. You know you are safe, yet your body reacts as if gravity is hunting you. Your balance shifts. Your palms sweat. Your legs stiffen like stone. The instinct is older than logic, older than thought, older than you. Loud noise triggers the same primal alarm. A car backfires, a door slams, a firework explodes. Before your brain identifies the source, your body has already chosen alertness, already raised heart rate, already prepared to run. Instinct does not wait for permission. Instinctive fear is the foundation of all fear. It is clean, simple, fast. It protects the body more effectively than intelligence ever could. And even in a modern world of technology and comfort, it follows us everywhere. It lives in reflex. It lives in muscles. Likewise, it lives in the spine, the blood, the breath. You may conquer many fears in your life, but this one remains, always. Type 2. Learned fear. If instinctive fear is inherited, learned fear is built, brick by brick, memory by memory. Experience shapes this fear like a sculptor shaping stone. Learned fear forms when pain and memory collide. Touch a flame once, and the lesson is permanent. Fall from a bike, and the body remembers the angle, the impact, the humiliation. The amygdala stores details the way a museum stores artifacts, permanently and carefully. But learned fear extends far beyond physical danger. It is emotional, social, internal. A child laughed at in class may grow into an adult who fears speaking. A teenager rejected by a first love may learn to fear vulnerability. A person who fails publicly may grow to fear success, because success risks repeated failure. Learned fear is the architect of avoidance. We avoid the party because we fear judgment. We avoid the goal because we fear failure. We avoid the future because a moment in the past still holds power. This fear expands through life like a shadow at sunset, slowly, quietly, without asking permission. What makes learned fear dangerous is also what makes it powerful. It can grow forever. Type 3. Social fear. Humans survived through community. For 300,000 years, no human survived alone. We needed others for protection, food, shelter, safety, and sleep. The brain evolved to treat social acceptance as life itself. This is why social fear feels like dying. Fear of judgment, fear of embarrassment, fear of not being enough. Public speaking triggers panic stronger than heights or sharks, not because a crowd can kill you, but because rejection once meant starvation. The mind does not know the difference between modern society and the savannah. A disappointed face can feel as dangerous as a predator. Social fear teaches us to wear masks. We speak carefully. We hide pain. We perform. If a group demands silence, we silence ourselves. If a group demands conformity, we shrink until we fit. The tribe has replaced the predator. Approval has replaced shelter. And many live entire lives without ever showing who they really are. Social fear is often stronger than survival fear. Many would rather embarrass themselves than stand out. Many prefer obedience over authenticity. The loudest cage is the invisible one, built by other people's eyes. Type 4. Anticipatory fear. Nothing has happened, yet the mind imagines disaster. This is anticipatory fear, fear of what might happen instead of what is happening. Before an exam, before a job interview, before confessing love, the brain creates worst-case scenarios like a machine. It sees failure before success, humiliation before accomplishment, loss before joy. The body reacts to imagined danger as if it were real. Breathing tightens, hands shake, vision narrows, muscles prepare to flee. Anxiety becomes a battlefield with no enemy present. The brain evolved to predict danger, but in a world with fewer predators, the system continues to run. It analyzes shadows where there are none. It invents threats in harmless moments. Anticipatory fear does not need reality to activate. It only needs imagination. This is the root of overthinking. The storm before the storm. The rain before the cloud. Many people suffer more from the idea of pain than from pain itself. Anticipatory fear is not afraid of events. It is afraid of possibility. Type 5. Survival fear. This fear switches off conscious thought. No strategy, only action. This is survival fear. Imagine walking alone at night and hearing footsteps behind you. Your heart does not ask why. It prepares. Adrenaline surges. Breath sharpens. Muscles tighten for escape. You are no longer thinking. You are responding. There are 4 fear-driven survival responses. Fight, confront the threat with force. Flight, run faster than thought. Freeze, remain still, invisible. Submit, yield to survive. Animals use these responses every day. Humans use them too, but we name them differently. Courage, panic, shock, compliance. But inside the brain, it is the same survival program. When survival fear activates, the rational brain shuts down. Evolution takes over. Survival fear is pure, efficient, merciless. It saves lives. It also causes destruction when it fires too early or too often. Trauma, hypervigilance, panic disorder. The body remembers survival even when the threat is gone. Fear built to protect can eventually become the prison. Type 6. Existential fear. This fear begins when a human becomes aware of time, mortality, and meaning. Not fear of pain, but fear of nothingness. Fear of non-continuation. Fear of the void. Existential fear asks questions no one can answer. What happens after death? Why am I here? Does anything matter? A predator can be escaped. Death cannot. The mind tries to build meaning like scaffolding over emptiness. Religion, philosophy, legacy, art, children. Humans invent reasons to survive because logic alone cannot justify existence. This fear grows strongest during silence, late at night, birthdays, funerals, moments when routine breaks and awareness floods the mind. Some people bury it under noise and distraction. Others stare directly into it and drown. Existential fear is not a threat from outside the world. It is the shadow cast by consciousness itself. Type 7. Fear of self. There is a fear deeper than death, deeper than monsters, deeper than darkness. The fear of self. Fear of what you might think, fear of what you might do, fear of the version of you that lies beneath control. Standing at a cliff and wondering what falling would feel like. Eliminating violence when angry. Feeling curiosity toward danger rather than terror. These moments reveal something ancient inside the mind, a part of us that is not civilized, not tame, not safe. Fear of self is the recognition that the mind contains depths it does not show. You can run from danger. You cannot run from your own impulses. People hide this fear because it reveals truth. We are not only capable of good, we are capable of anything. The scariest monsters are internal. Type 8. Collective fear. Fear spreads faster than fire. One scream in a crowd becomes panic. One rumor becomes hysteria. One headline collapses markets. Collective fear shaped nations and destroyed civilizations. Witch hunts, genocide, revolutions, collapse of empires. Mass panic is fear multiplied by population size. When people fear together, individual thought dissolves, logic vanishes, emotion becomes law. A frightened crowd becomes an organism with one heartbeat and no conscience. Collective fear does not need truth. It needs belief. A single idea repeated enough becomes reality. A single threat amplified enough becomes war. History is a museum of collective fear. Our future will be shaped by it as well. Fear protects. Fear restricts. Fear saves. Fear destroys. Some fears are born inside us. Others are taught by pain. Some exist in imagination. Others inside society itself. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is information. If you understand it, you control it. If you ignore it, it controls you.